Hey, I'm Nick, and today I wanted to give you advice or motivation if you're feeling bored of your Minecraft world. Specifically, if you're bored of your long-term or forever Minecraft world. And I want to start off by giving you the most helpful tip I can, and that is it's okay to take a break. I think when we initially start one of these long-term or forever Minecraft worlds, it's really exciting, it's really fun, and we have just tons and tons of motivations to play because we have so many ideas of what we want to do. But eventually you will kind of reach this point when you're just kind of bored of the game. And I honestly just want to say that that's totally normal. That's totally fine. So this Minecraft world that I have here, I've been playing it for about 2 years. Oh my god, Nick, put a ring on it already. Honestly. But yeah, I think whenever we see other people play their Minecraft Forever world, specifically on YouTube, they always seem so motivated and so excited to play. And it can be kind of discouraging when we don't feel that way ourselves. So, don't feel bad if you don't feel motivated to play. I think the main thing is you just want to keep the world. Like if you're bored of it, just take a break from it and don't delete it. Just take a break from it and let it sit, let it do its thing. It's kind of like if your girl's moody, just let her do her thing. Don't. The joke's already coming out. I'm supposed to be giving you guys advice. But the beauty of having a long-term Minecraft world is you can always come back to it. It's like a home. So just because you're bored of it, don't be discouraged. It's okay to take a break. And I don't know why more people don't say this. Like what? They always try to come up with these like weird things that you can do, but I think the most important thing is taking a break. So with that being said, this is you're not going to believe this, but this is a live commentary. Like, Nick, please, is anybody out there manifesting a video where I don't do a live commentary? It ain't happening, I'll just say that. But today I figured I would just kind of give you guys some random advice or random motivation for your own world while I kind of tour around my own world because I kind of need motivation. I'm slowly sort of building things out, trying to think about what I want to build here. So if you aren't doing anything, if you're doing homework, or if you just want something to listen to, feel free to hang out with me. This video is not going to be the most well-edited thing in the world, so if you want to watch it in the background, feel free to. Another tip I can give you is that sometimes, if you're dead set on playing your Minecraft world and you don't really want to take a break, this might be unpopular to say, but sometimes you really do have to force creativity. I feel like a lot of people think that creativity is something that's like should just be really easy and like flowy sort of state. But I find that sometimes like my best ideas come from when I just sort of force things to happen. So for example, this pathway here, I'm kind of proud of it. Hold on. I'm about to pat myself on the back. I think this pathway turned out absolutely gorgeous. And this is just something that I kind of built, and I had no real plan for it, but I knew I just had to build something to sort of get that creativity going. And as I was building this pathway, this side of the river looked really plain and kind of ugly. Let me hop in free cam here. So what I did was I started adding like these columns over here, and then I added sort of these vines growing out of the gravel. It seems like a really cool idea, like as if I planned it, but I really did not. Like I totally ignored this part of my world for the longest time. But, as I was building, I just sort of got that idea. So I find that, like, if you just start building something, it's so much easier to come up with ideas. I do need to light this up. This is a farm that I was kind of working on in a previous video. So yeah, don't be afraid to force creativity, and don't let people say, like, oh, you shouldn't force creativity. Obviously, it's nice when you don't have to and you're just in a good mood and you have tons of ideas coming, but hey, that's something you can always do. So I'm thinking we can kind of decorate this pathway just a little bit better. I kind of want to add more of these moss carpets. So let's go grab more moss. We're going to have to go on a little bit of a journey here. The closest place to get moss is like this lush cave that I have that's tucked super far underground. So we gotta go on a little bit of a journey here. Get your snacks ready. What are you snacking on? What are you snacking on? No, hold on, babe. You're the snack. Let me be real. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, low-key, what are you guys drinking on? Because right now, I'm really rocking with lemonade. I've always been rocking with lemonade. Hold on. This isn't even a new thing. This ain't a trend. I've been doing that. I don't know what it is, but lemonade, it got... lemonade for me? Ooh. Alright, anyways. But yeah, what's your guys' go-to drink? I'm very curious. In normal Nick fashion, I'm gonna start yapping. I'm about to start yapping like crazy. They ain't ready for this one. But yeah, I'm not sure why more people don't bring up the fact that, like, sometimes taking a break from your long-term world is kind of what you need. It's like a long-term relationship. Sometimes, no, I'm just kidding. Sometimes you gotta hop in creative mode and give your girl some diamonds, honestly. Alright, I don't even know what I'm saying. But I think taking a break is probably the most, like, important tip I can give. I think the reason I've had this world for as long as I've had it is because I've taken breaks, and I've taken weeks off, I've taken months off, but you can always come back and your world's still gonna be here, so it's not... You know what? I need some of this gravel, like low-key. Ooh. Hold up. You about to see your boy... You guys think I'm good at yapping. You guys should just... you guys should see my combat skill. Look at that. Especially when I have OP gear. What is this? Why is there just a random hole here? Like, okay, babe, go off. I don't know why, but for me, these live commentaries always pop off. Like, I've tried making scripted videos. I swear. I really have. And they never... They're so boring because I'm reading off a script. You know what? We're using the diamond shovel. I don't even care. We're using the diamond shovel. But I've tried making like scripted videos that are like well articulated, but they don't turn out the same. So for me, like these lives, oh, that's why that was covered. Okay, that makes sense. But for me, like I find that my best sort of kind of ideas come from when I'm just yapping. But this gravel will definitely come in handy because gravel is one of my favorite sort of like texturing blocks. So we're definitely taking that. But we need to slowly make our way over here to this lush cave. Because low-key, I don't think it's really a secret, but I love lush caves. I'm just saying. Oh, she bad. That girl's bad. And she ain't being nice about it. She's not nice about it. I guess another tip I can give, this is such a random one. No one's gonna find this one helpful. But I find that, like, as much as I love Minecraft's default music, low key. Did I say low key? What is that? Low key. Sometimes I love to just listen to like other music. So I'll have YouTube on, or sometimes I'll listen to other YouTubers because I just like listening to people talk, or like a podcast. I find just having like background noise, or maybe even being in a Discord call with a friend, that's always fun. And like sometimes you'll hear people say something, or you'll hear like music, and it just really gets you inspired. So that's kind of like, that's a bad tip, but it works. So yeah, I'm taking credit for that one. I'm taking credit for that one. But here we are in the lush cave. It's gorgeous. So we need to get ourselves some moss. We got a good amount here. Low-key, if I find an axolotl, best believe I'm equipping the bucket. I got a bucket ready just for this occasion. But best believe I'm dropping a bucket on that bad boy. Why is there rotten flesh? What is this? That's disgusting. Get that out of my inventory. I also find that if you give yourself... Okay, hold on. Another tip. Hold on. Hold up. You about to drop a crazy tip. And I found gold. We are so up right now. Okay, here it is. Sometimes you just have to give yourself like random projects. I'm serious. Like for me, you'll notice when we go back up to the surface, I'll show you guys. There's a lot of just random pathways and a lot of empty rooms. And you know, axolotls, hi babies. But there's a lot of, let me take the blue one. What a cutie. What a cutie. Honestly, I'm about to have a whole inventory full of these little babies. They're so cute. I want an axolotl in real life. Can we please? Can we please? But yeah, there's a lot of just random pathways that I have that are... They don't go anywhere. They don't serve any sort of purpose. And don't even get me started on random empty rooms that I have. I'll actually kind of show you one on the way back to the base. But, you know, that's just weird little things like that. And honestly, I feel like it makes the world kind of charming. Like, if you have just random stuff, it makes the world charming. And it's all part of the world. I feel like, um... Oh, there's a baby axolotl. Baby! Okay. So cute. Oh my gosh. I can't. Don't even get me started on the cuties. Oh, so cute. Okay. Where is this water coming from? Okay, there we go. Okay. I think another tip... Hold on a sec. Actually, I'll tell you this tip later. I'll tell you this tip later. This one might be too good. This one might be too good for YouTube. Right, I think we have enough moss, actually. Hi, baby. Go back to the water. Go back to the water, baby. There you go. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. But yeah, another tip I want to point out is that not every build you do has to be completed, and not... Okay, hold on. I'm about to get deep on y'all. Not every build has to be good. I feel like, you know, when you watch a lot of YouTube videos about Minecraft worlds, it seems like everybody's world is so good, and sometimes we want to compare ourselves or compare our current worlds to worlds like this that are like, that look gorgeous, but you know, over time this world has changed so much. Like, this was literally at one point just a cave, and like I came down here with grass because I want, you know, I really liked lush caves, so I wanted to make my own sort of lush cave, so I started filling it in with grass and kind of, and I was like, oh, I love cherry trees, so I added cherry trees, you know. And it's kind of unfair to look at a finished kind of Minecraft world and compare your own progress to it, if that makes sense. So I guess, like, you know, don't feel so bad about having unfinished rooms like this. Like, I pointed this out in my world tour, and I said I was going to turn it into maybe like a library. Never did. There's a hole in the wall. It's But yeah, my world is just filled with so many random little things like this that you know, not every build you start has to be finished right away. Sometimes it's these random little spaces that you have in the world that are just, you know, it's part of the story. So let me put a little baby down here. Baby. So cute. Gosh, I'm kind of, I'm obsessed. I have so many. Okay. I'm keeping these bones in here, like, just in case we find a dog for some reason. But yeah, not every build you do has to be the most gorgeous thing in the world. I feel like the reason so many people are drawn to the older versions of Minecraft is because they feel like it's so much simpler, and okay, it is simpler, but they feel like there's less pressure on themselves to make like super detailed builds. But like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that in the newer versions of the game. So that's why in a lot of videos I'll mention like, oh, watch old world tours if you want ideas, because you'll see like the builds on older versions of the game are just so much simpler. They're not really textured, they're just blocky, and they have a cool little charm to them. I honestly feel like anything you build in Minecraft that has like some sort of special meaning to you is... Wait, why do I have so many... I forgot I had so many cherry trees like hoarded in my inventory. Like, if you build something and you think it looks good, then it looks good. You don't have to compare it to someone else's build, you know? Alright, so we got some moss carpet, and we got some yapping done. Let's start decorating this pathway. I think another tip too is kind of looking at your world. So let me walk over here. This pathway is a good example. So initially, let me hop in free cam. Initially, I had built this village, and I had cleared out all these trees. So this was all like birch and oak trees. So what I did was I chopped them all down. So I just had like an empty pathway, and I was looking at this like plot of land, and I kind of liked leaving it empty. I thought it looked kind of cool being plain, but I was like, you know what? It'd be cool if I had like a pathway coming down here. So I think looking at your kind of world and looking at different spaces of your world, you can kind of just come up with ideas. Like, same with this. I have this like really huge open space over here that eventually I will build a house, I promise. I've been saying this for like 2 years. I will build like a really huge house here. Actually, let me show you something kind of funny. I have this like stupid little like underground space. Don't want to talk about that. But you know, it's like I never finished this project. I never even started it, but that's okay. It's part of the world. This empty little space is part of the world's kind of story. Think about your world as if it has its own like story, because in a way your Minecraft world really is kind of like your kind of story and your just creative expression. So yeah, I don't know. You guys are getting me to be all like deep and sentimental with you. Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, that's a good way to come up with ideas, is just look and see like, oh, like let me go look at this space, for example. So I have a really huge empty space over here. So maybe what I could do is kind of connect a pathway between these trees, maybe right around here. Just kind of slowly build my way through here. And maybe I can make another sort of village section over here. I think touring your own world and just kind of looking around, that's always a good way to come up with ideas. But I find that giving yourself random sort of projects, like right now I'm decorating this pathway that I built before. That's a good way to come up with ideas, because just taking action is, in my opinion, the best way to come up with ideas. I'm thinking like right there, I'm about to go crazy with the moss carpets. I'm just saying. This button needs to go. But yeah, giving yourself like random little projects is always a good way. Because like I was saying, just building anything is for me how I just come up with my best ideas, I feel like. Okay. So we're just gonna come in here with some moss carpet and kind of slowly add texture. And if you want a very simplified way of thinking about building, just think about, and you want to sort of improve your building, just think about adding texture to things. I feel like texture is how you're going to get something that looks plain, quote, to something that looks really detailed. So let's come in here and kind of add a couple moss carpets here. I'm honestly going to overdo the moss carpets, and I have no shame about it. That's what we're doing right now. I think another thing too is finding a texture pack that you really love. So this texture pack, or resource pack, I'm sorry, I call it texture pack because I'm old school. But this resource pack is Excalibur, and I honestly, I don't even want to turn it off, because I feel like the world would not look nearly as good as if it was off. So maybe finding a different texture pack that you love and sort of building your world based on that. That's always a good idea. And let's just kind of texture this pathway out just a little bit. Oh jeez, I just made so many. That's okay. Oh yeah, right here. This is definitely an area that needs sort of like moss carpets. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, this is looking really good, honestly. But this farm, for example, this is another thing that I didn't really have a plan for it, and I made like a whole video about it where I was just I was mainly yapping, but in the background I was slowly building out this farm. So I feel like, sometimes you really do just have to come in here and like build random things. And you never know. Like sometimes some of my best sort of builds have come from me just building random things, and then I'll get an idea somewhere, But touching back on my original point, I think sometimes you do just need to take a break from things. I think taking a break is never a bad idea, unless Minecraft is your job. If you're getting paid to play, then shoot, like figure it out. Oh yeah. Another cool thing too is when you have like one of these long-term Minecraft worlds, is your building skill will really improve over time. Like when I first started building, I would never come in with moss carpet and start adding random little things like this. But over time, you kind of develop your own style, which I think is like probably the coolest thing ever. Like having your own building style. How cool is that? So you can kind of see here, I'm kind of overdoing the moss carpet, but I think it just adds like a nice little something a little bit more interesting to this pathway here. Kind of like, oh, the ground isn't totally even, you know. Yeah, this is turning out so gorgeous. Honestly, hold up. I'm about to do it. I'm about to turn off shaders just so I can prove. No one is gonna. Okay, this is so funny. I'm turning off the shaders. No shaders, and she's still gorgeous. Like, let's just be real. Let's just be real. Oh gosh. I think another thing too. Okay, this isn't even about. This isn't even about motivation, but I feel like so many people feel like they have to have like shaders or a super high-end computer. But for me, like, I still love just the original look of Minecraft. Like the original, like, plain kind of look. Like, this looks so... I love this. I love this pathway. Oh gosh, this looks so gorgeous. I love these kind of like... I don't even know what these are supposed to be, but I just started building them. Let him build. Hold on, babe. Nick actually knows how to play Minecraft. He ain't just a yapper. He actually knows how to play. I think being patient with yourself is really important. Taking your time with things. Not everything has to be a rush. With a long-term world like this, like, you're gonna have this Minecraft world for theoretically years and years. So, you know, what's the rush? What's the rush in building things? I think it's totally fine to take breaks. It's totally fine to take your time with it. Not everything has to be rushed. A lot of people say, oh, don't rush to the end and get your elytra, but for me, I've always found like that doesn't really matter to me. Like, I've had full gear for like most of this world, so I don't think having maxed out gear is necessarily a bad thing. You really just have to play how you want to play. And, you know, don't let people kind of tell you how to play your Minecraft world. Even though that's what I'm doing. Take your time with it. View your Minecraft world as like an art project. Because it really is. It really is kind of a, as cheesy as this sounds. Oh my god, I'm getting cheesy with you, babe. I mean, I'm just saying, Valentine's Day is coming up. Are you going to ask me out, or do I have to ask you out? How are we doing? Your Minecraft world really is kind of your sort of creative expression. Even though this is just like a block game, it's still a creative game. So build something that you're proud of. Build something that you love. And I mean, I think the most important thing is you should be having fun. Even though I said earlier, sometimes you have to force creativity. I still feel like that can be fun in its own sort of way. So yeah, this is turning out gorgeous. Let's actually take some of these moss carpets and kind of make our way over here. You know, another thing too, this tunnel, I don't know if I'll ever finish it. I do want to make it look better, but I'm working on that. Like, not every project you build has to be finished. Alright, so I kind of noticed I have some of these andesite blocks poking out, and I really want to sort of throw those into some of these pathways. Ooh, let me show you something else. This is kind of ridiculous. I've showed this off before, but this is an example of a very random project. This is literally, I literally threw on audiobooks and podcasts, and I just dug out this huge, for no reason, by the way. This doesn't serve any sort of purpose other than I just wanted something to build. And I built out this huge, like, kind of sewer system, basically, that runs all along my kind of village here. And as I was building this, I found this just random, like, kind of open space in the cave. And this actually, if we hop in free cam, this actually connects back down sort of where I was in the beginning of the video. So I thought that was cool. I would have never discovered this if I hadn't kind of built this random cave or random sewer system. But yeah, giving yourself like random projects. And this was also inspired by another YouTube video. I'll leave it in the description if I remember to. But this guy has like the most like beautiful and just cool Xbox 360 like Minecraft world. And his video is what really inspired me to play without shaders sometimes, because obviously on the Xbox 360 there's no shaders. Like, let's just be real. But the game still looked beautiful, and it still had this kind of charm to it. I guess another tip too, this is so random, but my brightness is on moody, and if I was to turn it up to bright, you can see the game like looks totally different. So I feel like playing on moody brightness is like that's kind of my trick to making things like, in my opinion, moody looks the best. It's just not good for gameplay. But if you want your world to have this sort of dramatic kind of feel, moody's the way to go. You know, when you first start off a long-term Minecraft world, it can be it's so exciting because you have so many initial kind of ideas of what you want to do that it's very easy to burn yourself out. So just take your time with things. Take your time with it. You don't have to rush everything. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of like, look at me now. I'm just decorating now. I'm kind of in the building mood. It's really fun because just over time you kind of develop a style, and I think that's when Minecraft becomes really fun. Actually, let's hop on a boat. You don't have to elytra everywhere. So many people are like, oh, elytra ruined Minecraft, but it's like, you don't have to use it. I just think the elytra is like a good tool if you need to get somewhere quickly, but like nothing's stopping you from using boats and using railways. So as I'm kind of like touring my world, I'm slowly getting more ideas. Like, for example, this kind of waterway here. I want to sort of add like actual lighting in the water because I feel like these pillars that I built with the soul fire on top, they look good, but they don't really I feel like they don't really guide the player into the dock. So I kind of want to add like little, maybe like buoys. Is that the word for it? Buoy in the water? I think that'd be kind of cool. Alright, I'm about to park it sideways. Watch out, watch out. Skirt! Let me turn shaders back on. Everyone wants the shaders back on. Ooh. Dang. Oh, she bad. That girl bad. I guess another kind of project I sort of want to start working on is I kind of want to build like a catwalk sort of thing through here. But at the same time, I do just like leaving this cave open. This cave is another example of an unfinished space. Most of this world, like as long as I've had the world, you would have thought I would have built something here, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm working on it. You know, giving yourself random projects, like this tunnel, another example of a random project. So if you're coming from the village, you're walking this way, there's kind of like a little gate. It's kind of cute. I'm kind of proud of it, not gonna lie. It doesn't work though. It doesn't work. That's embarrassing. But it looks good, and that's what it's supposed to do. You kind of come this way. And this is another example of just a random pathway that I built that leads absolutely nowhere. We can ignore that though. But the majority of my world is literally just random projects like this where I was listening to music or listening to an audiobook, and I just started building things. And even though it doesn't look amazing and it doesn't really have functionality, it's still part of the world. It's still part of the world's kind of story, and that's the fun. That's the fun of having a long-term world, is you'll have like, you almost kind of have memories. Like I have memories of, is that a skeleton? I have memories of when I was building this, like what I was listening to. There's a lot of places in my world where I have memories of what kind of music I was listening to at the time. Because, I mean, honestly, the longer you play a world, like, over time, you as a person is gonna kind of change, which is so, like, that's so cheesy. It's like, what in the world? When I first started this world, I feel like I was totally a different person. I didn't even have, well, I had a YouTube channel, but I wasn't uploading. Versus now, like, I have a totally different job. I started making videos, you know. Things change over time, and I feel like your world, in a way, is kind of like a diary. Okay, so I'm actually taking my own advice. As I'm making my way over here, I was kind of looking at all, like, how much I used amethyst down here. And I kind of want to introduce this up, like, in my pathways. And my kind of vision for this is... Oh my gosh, hold on. Nick, you're supposed to be giving me advice. What is this? You're doing your own thing. I'm taking my own advice. So what I actually want to do is take some of these amethyst clusters. Ooh, I need to actually mine these because I want more of these like small and medium ones. Okay, let's hop in here. Grab some tinted glass. Oh, I actually I already had some. Okay, that's embarrassing. But I kind of want to add like random little stars around, almost like my vision for it is as if they're kind of like fireflies. I don't know. This is so weird. Babe, what are you saying? What are you talking about, babe? But like, just walking through this world has just given me so many kind of ideas. Like, you know, sometimes it really does just take you kind of walking through your world, kind of exploring some of your old builds, sort of remembering, like, oh, I forgot, I totally forgot to grab andesite. That's embarrassing. But sometimes you do just kind of have to walk through your world and sort of see what you used to build, and maybe you can implement that into your new stuff. So this is one of those cases. Oh yeah, this is gonna turn out really weird, but hold on a second. Let him cook. We're just gonna kind of like do it sort of randomly. I don't know why, but I feel like this would be kind of cool. Like if I just sort of have these like floating around. I don't know. Hear me out on this. This is so... I'm kind of experimenting. I guess that's another tip. Hold on, I still have tips. I thought I ran out. I'm still getting them. But sometimes you have to just give yourself like creative freedom to sort of do what you want. Like, I actually do need more of these like smaller amethyst clusters, but we can use the ones that we have. Oh, dude, this looks so cool. I don't know why, just having these kind of like floating sort of things over the pathway. So sick. And we'll do one like right over here. I'm trying to think. Okay, this is a random building tip, but giving yourself perspective is always a good thing. So sometimes you have to sort of step back and look and see like how things kind of look. So I'm thinking like right there would be kind of good. Oh yeah, right there's actually perfect. But yeah, giving yourself perspective, never a bad thing. Oh, that looks so cool. I don't know, for some reason, I was playing a mod pack that kind of added like little fireflies around the map, and like, I don't know, this that's sort of my idea for these, just kind of like these glowing fairy kind of lights. So let's add some more of those like down here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, dude, this is, oh my gosh. I know this is supposed to be a video about ideas, but this is literally what I do. I just kind of play around and then, you know, you kind of come up with more ideas. So, oh, there's also kind of a problem solving aspect to it, because I'm kind of looking at this and I'm sort of trying to figure out what height I want this one to be. Yeah, I want it like just slightly lower. There we go. Yeah, this looks so sick. Like, I don't know, this is not something that I think is like a conventional idea, but Minecraft is a sandbox game. You can really build whatever you want. Not everything has to be like the standard sort of, oh, your builds have to be a certain standard. Like, no, you can build whatever you think looks cool, you know? Your world is really your canvas, and you have to do what you want to do. All right, let's kind of build this one like kind of low. Kind of low. Like, I'm low-key overdoing this, but I don't care. I'm on a vibe right now. Y'all got me yapping. I'm actually glad you guys are hanging out with me right now, because I don't know, this is so cool. It's like it's like we're finding ideas together in real time. Oh yeah, that's actually perfect. Same sort of thing right here, like I guess okay, this is such a random kind of building tip, but sometimes it's the things that you don't build that really make a world special. So over time, I've sort of learned this kind of style of where I'll leave negative space is what it's called. But right here, this is just kind of a void. I didn't have anything I wanted to build here. And now I have an idea that I can actually fill it with. So can I come up here, hop in free cam? Oh, by the way, my entire mod list is in... I started adding it to the description, finally. Okay, let's kind of make this one. Perfect. But yeah, this was just empty space, and now I finally have kind of a cool idea I can kind of throw in here. So sometimes leaving empty space isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that's like a random building tip. I guess this video... Oh gosh, this video is so all over the place, I'm sorry. Bear with me. Oh yeah, that's actually really cool. We low-key need one like right here though. Let's see, where am I standing? I think right here and like... Oops. For some reason, I don't even know how scaffoldings work. How do these things work? I think right here would look kind of nice. A little bit higher than the other ones. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's like I kind of ran out of the the small amethyst, so I have to sort of kind of come in here and sort of... I need to like farm more of these like medium-sized ones, so that way I can come back in here and make more detailed sort of things. But this is turning out kind of nice, actually. Let's see. Let me just kind of walk the pathway here. Oh, this looks so cool. I actually want to just do this over my entire world right now. Oh, this looks really cool. But yeah, I feel like just the way creativity works is sometimes you just have to take action, and then like ideas just kind of come out of nowhere. I'm not really... Oh, there you go. There's a good view of the stars. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, this looks so gorgeous. Thumbnail time? Nah, hold on, I'm just saying. But yeah, like over time your building style sort of changes. So like when I first started building, I feel like my style was more fantasy, like kind of like this, where I would have amethyst just absolutely everywhere. And then I kind of slowly went more towards this medieval thing. But going back to my like initial kind of cave build and seeing all those amethysts, I was like, wait a second, I should start adding those around. So, you know, sometimes you can inspire yourself, which I think is kind of cool. I want to add one like right here, but this is gonna be kind of weird. Let me see. I think a tall one right here would be really nice. Maybe not that tall. No, it needs to be that tall, actually. It needs to be that tall. This is so cool. Alright, hold on. I'm about to get like super sappy with you guys. I am like... I'm so sorry. This video is supposed to be about motivating you guys, but you guys honestly motivate me to continue posting because I consider it such an honor. Oh geez, this is about to be I'm about to start sobbing. I consider it such an honor that you guys like watch my videos just at all, because like I honestly make videos because it makes me feel better. So like the fact that you guys watch my videos when you're studying or when, you know, because you guys obviously go to school or go to work and you take time out of your day to watch my videos, and it's like that. It's such a... Oh my gosh, I'm about to start tearing up. It's such an honor to me, you know, like, I don't know, I never want to sort of take that for granted, so thank you guys so much. for hanging out with me, spending time with me. Oh, this looks so gorgeous. Feel free to take this idea, by the way, because I think this looks absolutely incredible. I think one right here would look good as well. It needs to be more like in this sort of area. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, I do read the comments. I don't respond to everybody, but whenever I read comments and they're saying things like, "Oh, I love watching your videos in the background," like that's the greatest compliment anyone can ever give me, because that's how I watch videos. I like watching things in the background when I'm building my own Minecraft world or when I'm studying or what have you. So it really humbles me to think that, like, okay, people actually take time out of their day to watch my videos, so thank you so much. Okay, back to the building advice. Alright, I think I'm gonna build just a couple more of these. But this is so cool. I think some here would be kind of nice. Especially... Oh, that looks so sweet. Okay. This one kind of has to be a little bit high. And I think I do want to kind of come back in here with more like medium-sized amethyst, but I ran out, so we're going with the large ones for now. This is sick. And then we can I kind of want to do one further out here. I guess another building tip. This video is actually, this has nothing to do with motivation. I'm like over here giving you guys building tips now. Now you got me really yapping. Have you guys ever met someone that low-key, like you could just listen to them talk all day? Like, yes, babe, go off. Tell me about... If I ask someone about their day, I want them to give me the whole... I want the director's commentary with it. I want the synopsis, and I want the director's commentary. Like, don't just say you had a good day. Tell me why you had a good day. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that was literally the last one. I thought I had way more for some reason. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm just gonna kind of use what I got. Oh, I actually had the perfect amount. Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, this actually looks kind of nice. Alright, hold on. Let me walk through this. So let's say we're walking from the farm, kind of coming through here. This one, I need to move that actually. That's kind of in a weird spot. Well, you know what? If I made like a third one right there, I don't think it'd look too bad. But right now it's kind of awkward. It's okay to be awkward sometimes. Oh, this is so nice. Just kind of walking along the pathway like this. Oh, this is so cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But again, like things like this, I would have never came up with this if I hadn't just kind of started building and started exploring the world. And you know, ideas are weird. They just kind of come out of nowhere sometimes. All right, anyways, okay. Oh, this is so cool. You know, I think being patient with yourself, being patient with your Minecraft build is the best advice, because you as a person are going to change. Your life circumstances are going to change, and that's okay. Like, I think Minecraft really should be fun. It really should be your sort of creative expression. And, you know, if you feel like you have to, if you really want to play and you have to sort of force creativity, that's fine too. Give yourself kind of some leeway, cut yourself some slack with these kind of things. All right, anyways, I don't think this video was too helpful, but hopefully you guys at least enjoyed hanging out with me, because I appreciate you. Anyways, have a good night. See you next time.